Well, good morning. This is Jo Fothergill from the filling station, and Richard and I and our daughter and a friend of hers have been visiting our partner charity Hands at Work here at their hub in South Africa near a place called Nelspruit in the east of the country. It's been amazing. We haven't been here for 3 years and we've just literally had 2 nights and a day back at Hands at Work. And there's so much we could say, but we're just going to do a little short interview with the lovely Cara, who is one of the long-term volunteers here at Hands at Work. And she's been looking after us amazingly over the last few days. So I'm just going to ask her a few questions and just to give you a little, update, info on Hands. Some of you may not even know who Hands at Work are. Hopefully you will have heard of our partner charity, and a little bit about her. So thanks, Cara.
No
Thanks
worries.
for agreeing to do this. There is so much we could say, obviously, but we're going to try and keep it short.
Yeah.
So, Cara, just tell us a little bit about what Hands at Work do for those who don't know anything about Hands at Work, and then maybe a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you ended up here.
Yeah, in Hands at Work. Not a problem. And good morning, everyone. So, yeah, I'll try to keep it brief what Hands at Work is, but basically the vision is it's taking that passage in James 1:27 where we're called to holy living, but that true religion is caring for the orphan and the widow. So our vision is that we want to mobilize the local church in Africa as well as outside of Africa to fulfill that, what God has asked us to do. So that is the vision. We work in 8 different countries, and we try to go to the poorest of the poor communities and try to mobilize the local church there to take care of their children within their community, and we as the greater church come around them to support them in that. So that would be a very basic overview.
But it's amazing. Yeah. Just remind me how many children you are taking
So
care of.
it's around 10,000 at the moment across 8 countries in Africa.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And just briefly tell us, how have the last few years been for you here at Hands at Work?
Yeah, so maybe you might be able to tell from my accent, although it's a little bit mixed up with many things now. But I'm from Australia.
Sorry, I forgot to ask about.
No worries, I forgot to tell you. So, so I'm from Australia originally. I was a high school drama and English teacher, actually. My family got very involved in Hands at Work through our church there. But I said to them famously, I don't think Hands is for me, I think it's for you guys. But through many things, and mostly through God's word of just understanding his heart for the vulnerable and the poor and the broken, I found myself here. So this is my 6th year that I've been serving with Hands at Work. And yeah, particularly my role at the moment, it's just changed actually. I'm now serving on a team that focuses on the South Africa region, so South Africa and Eswatini, and taking care of the children there. So a lot of my role is supporting the local teams who are taking care of the kids. But then you're asking about the last couple of years with COVID. Yeah, so that's been, of course, the whole world is sort of like, it radically changed all of us. But I think in Hands at Work and here in Africa, it was really interesting because borders closed for I don't know how long the last time that happened, and a lot of our work is about travel and going into all the different countries. But what was really fascinating is that it meant that we had to stay put wherever we found ourselves when all the borders closed at that time. And really, something we talk a lot about is finding the gift in the storm. And I think at first, like everywhere, we were all like, what does this mean? What does this look like? Surely this isn't good. But as we all calmed down, and then we started to seek our Father and say, okay, so what is it? What are you trying to do in this time? What are you trying to do in us personally? And there was a lot of growth in us personally. We realized we had to go deeper in our prayer, in our walk with Jesus, but then to think, well, what does this mean for our work? What are you trying to do? And we've seen a lot of repositioning. We use that language. It feels like it's the same vision, but maybe just like redirecting our focus and how we've gone about that. And so now we get, 2 and a bit years on, and we look at things that we have desired to do for so long, but how God used COVID to actually get some of those things kick-started and happening. So it does feel like a really special new season. So, personally, I'm really excited of seeing what God has